Hey, what is going on, my XRP holders? Got some breaking news for you guys today. Not 3 hours old, not 2 hours old, not an hour old. Literally 20 minutes old on Twitter. James K. Fillon comes out and says, breaking, Judge Torres issues ruling on parties' motions to preclude expert testimony. Now, for a second there, I thought this was damn near a summary judgment ruling. However, that is not the case. But Fred Rispoli comes here in the comment section and says, very, very hot take. This is much worse for the SEC than Ripple. Ripple did take a few losses, though. Again, this has only come out 20 minutes ago. We don't have, like, the best and greatest analysis here. But Fred Rispoli does say, 57-page order from Judge Torres on SEC and Ripple's motions. Expert testimony from Fillon Law incoming. This is not a summary judgment ruling, but this means the summary judgment ruling is very, very close. This means that the James K. Fillon end of March 2023 prediction for a summary judgment ruling looks like it is going to be accurate. XRP Princess says here in the comments below, not holding you to it, but what do you mean, Fred? A day, a week? Expectation, not holding you to it, just want to know where your head is at. I would say this month, following right along with the James K. Fillon predictions. James Fillon suggested we'd see a likely simultaneous ruling on experts and summary judgment, and that made a lot of sense. So, summary judgment is either coming out at any moment, or Judge Torres is dropping this one first to cajole the parties into settlement at the last chance. Now, what do you guys remember? Okay, what do you guys remember from earlier this week? All right, I posted an article in the XRP Daily. Breaking. Ripple Chief Legal Officer says summary judgment is expected, quote, any day now. All right, so let me kind of reform the timeline here for you guys. Ripple starts coming out and saying SEC has lost 4 of the last 5 Supreme Court cases. So the last 5 cases the SEC has brought to the Supreme Court, they've lost 4 of the last 5, right? 80% loss rate in the last 5 cases. Then Ripple starts amping up the Supreme Court talk even more. Ripple submits a letter to Judge Torres about a Supreme Court case that happened 3 days prior to the letter, citing how in that case there was fair notice defense with the government, right? And then they're saying like, hey, well, how come Ripple's not getting the fair notice defense in here? Now, after Stuart Alderton says summary judgment is expected any day now, this is where it comes out that Judge Torres issues ruling on parties' motions to preclude expert testimony. I mean, guys, it's like we're in the marathon right now, and it's not even the last mile. We got to be on the last 100 feet. I mean, we're at the point where we are in breathing distance within the finish line. We are almost there. All right, now, one more thing I want to read for you guys. I have not even opened this document quite yet, to be honest with you, because the breaking news was just so crazy and stuff like that. There is a conclusion part, which I just want to go ahead and read because, I mean, this is a 57-page document of legal jargon that I'm clearly not going to be able to understand. So we got the conclusion here. For the foregoing reasons, the parties' motions are granted in part and denied in part. So interesting. For the foregoing reasons, the parties' motions are somewhat granted and somewhat denied. Let's see. Defendant's motion, so Ripple's motion to preclude expert number 1 from testifying is granted as his first opinion about the perceptions of a reasonable XRP purchaser and denied as to the remainder of his testimony. Defendant's motion to preclude expert number 2 from testifying is granted as to his fourth opinion about the materiality of Ripple's potential disclosures and denied as to the remainder of his testimony. Ripple's motion to preclude expert 3 from testifying is denied. Defendant's motion to preclude expert number 4 from testifying is granted as his third opinion about the risks to the XRP ledger that might materialize if Ripple, quote, walked away, quote, disappeared, and denied as to the remainder of his testimony. Defendant's motion to preclude expert number 5 from testifying is granted. So it seems like this all is about all these expert testimonies, right? And then you got the SEC's motion to preclude Schwartz from testifying is granted as to his opinion on the Supreme Court's legal reasoning in Howey, and denied as to the remainder of his testimony. All right. So if you guys want to pause this screen, there is the second part of the conclusion. There's the first part of the conclusion. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not a legal guy. I can't really understand legal jargon too much. We are going to have to wait for some further analysis from the legal legends of the XRP community, John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan, as well as James K. Fillon. So guys, I know probably boosted your guys' heart rate there a little bit, but when I first read this tweet, and the amount of views it had and the retweets and the likes in such a short amount of time, I damn near thought this was a summary judgment ruling. But guys, as Fred Rispoli is saying on Twitter, it's not a summary judgment ruling, but this means the summary judgment ruling is very, very close. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.